It's 7 a.m. in the morning, lovely beautiful morning, and it feels so good at the sun that I even run barefoot on the grass. It's still cold, but the sun warms it up well. I've slept through the whole evening. Now it's just a bunch of houses, but at night it was a sea of lights. Very beautiful. By the way, I came from that valley. The weather is still cold, so the people wear hats, but while you're sitting in a sunny spot, it's heating quite well. I'm making a tea for myself and thinking today is Thursday, so I want to write for today and tomorrow. For now I have one option for the road. Over there, I don't know whether you can see the pillars and the road that brought me here yesterday, so now I'll want to go back a little and then move forward. But yesterday it was so bad that I actually just drove, looked in front of a bike and saw nothing more. So today I decided to make a holiday for myself and go through the asphalt road. I will have about 40 kilometers till we reach the town where I want to lunch, and then we'll see how it goes. Maybe then I'll go further down the dirt road. But here, no thanks. It was a pure disaster yesterday. The temperature was around zero, so now I need to dry my tent from the condensation that naturally occurs. For now it's almost completely dry, my sleeping bag is also drying, as well as the cover. See? All those drops from inside. And my shoes were also a little bit wet yesterday, so I placed them on the sun to dry. That's one of the reasons why I don't put them on. Of course, it's easier to ride on a highway physically, but mentally it's harder. Some wagons pass by too close. Oh, and I also met wild llamas. Not domesticated ones. They are smaller, have less wool, and they also are all the same color. It's a common case that the same animal in wild nature and the domestic one differs by a color range. For example, dogs can be whatever color you want. But their relatives in a wild nature, the wolves, are always plain. Well, I mean they are all the same color, unlike our dogs. Then cows, the same. All sorts of antelopes are one-colored, but the cow can be spotty, red, black, white, as simple as it is. Wild boars, all gray. But the pigs are pink and red and black and white and spotty. So the same story you have with llamas. Now I have 4,207 meters above sea level. And this is a map. There. Está aquí. That means you are here. A pointer, and there's a lima. And the railway road with all of the stations. It turns out that the railway can be even at such a height. And it's diesel one. No wires. I've been going along it for several days, not seeing any trains. But if you come closer to the rail, you could see that they are in use. I went down to 3.7 thousand and it became much warmer. And the views have changed, as well as reliefs. Now full of a bare and cold mountain views. I left the bike and visited cafe. Here you can see a menu. That means... well, that's not a menu in our understanding, not a list of products. Here the word menu means a complex lunch. So you should read it like that. That's sols, so 5 sols menu. 3.2 sols equals $1. So that's menu cost about $1.5, $1.6. And what goes in there? The first meal, sopa de casa, a homemade soup, and hereafter you can choose whatever you want. Tallarín con pollo. This is a noodle with chicken. Arroz. That's a rice with chicken. Parilla, I don't know what it means. Con ensalada rusa, with some salad. But I didn't order that, I ordered rice. And plus refresco, that means drinks. I placed my bike right in front of the entrance just in case, because now I'm also trying to charge and answer some comments. I fastened it so they wouldn't roll it away. I don't know whether it's visible or not, but yesterday I burned down my face. It was quite a grey day, so I rode without a hat, and here is the result. So today I put on my Panama, which made a mess out of my hair, but no one saw it cause I wear it all the time. Over there people are eating, but for me it's not just a lunchtime, but also a time to charge and rest. I've almost already done it, so I will spend 10 more minutes here cause it's too hot outside. A huge difference between 4.2 and 3.7 thousand. The sun is just burning.
Muchas gracias, chao.
I'm afraid of...
¿Esto dulce? Sí. Esto agua y regresar.
Wow, 1 second. I almost went when they offered me some local drink.
Uy. Sí, esto más mejor.
Ajá, a ver.
Ah, yo bebí. ¿Sí? Con menú, ¿sí?
Ajá, ajá.
Ajá.
Este es de hierbitas.
Me gusté.
Es de hierbas esto. De
Hierbas,
hierbas
sí.
es, ajá, de hierbas es.
Un poquito más.
Ya. Listo. Para tu viaje.
Sí, gracias.
Ya.
Chao, gracias.
The altitude is 3,800 meters above sea level, and the road is about to go down. This is the whole town. There it stands on the rock and nothing more except the mountains. But it's already a city. Also here we have a plant where they mine minerals, judging by the state of an opposite rock. There you can see it. The river is not clear at all. Definitely is not clear. And what's amazing, they trash here and there, and at the same time I meet a lot of places with a separate garbage collection. What could be more beautiful than stopping in a city, having dinner, and after all of that getting back on track already in a dock and under the rain? All kinds of street food here. Should I sit down and eat something just to hide from the rain? But it won't help, because it will rain for a long time. And I still need to look for a place under the tent. And again, here you can rent a hotel and stay there. I've already seen a few. But I don't want to have that feeling that I choose a hotel because I was scared of rain. No, no. According to my plan, I'll have a hotel tomorrow. That's it. I'd better rent it tomorrow instead of today. And will take a couple of days to rest. It doesn't make sense to rent a hotel just for one night, only for a sleep. It makes sense when you'll spend there a whole day and a couple of nights. Then I'll wash my clothes, upload some files, rest and sleep, do all the things I need. Well, I think you have already gotten what I mean. Amigo, you're an asshole, not a friend. What an idiots, right as they want even not looking around. Okay, I turn off my camera and move on. Good morning, it's 6 a.m. Yesterday it started to rain so heavily that I didn't shoot anything more. I've hardly reached this place, so I want to say that the navigating and searching in the dark within the city border is just a piece of art. But due to that fact that I was sleeping in a city, I removed all my bags, although I usually don't do that, and put them here under a cover from this side. There you can see it. Oh my, how much water! It has been raining for half a night, and then I fell asleep. But no, I still heard when it stopped. I used the lock to fasten a wheel to the frame, plus a piece of a tent. Half closed this part, so the water couldn't get inside. But anytime I opened my eyes, I could see my bike standing nearby. Actually, it's quite an interesting clearing, all covered by lamp faces. How to search for places. Use Google Maps. A shot from a space, so you can approximately estimate where, what and how. Well, today is a long-awaited Friday. It's a few minutes past 6, so I'll quickly gather all my stuff and leave. Yesterday I just went nuts, because I finally reached the asphalt road, but it was not the only reason. Mainly it was because of a little descent. Not big, but still a descent. So yesterday I drove all the way down, maybe only in the morning I had a bit of a rise and a headwind, for about 30 kilometers and then just as ordered. So now it's 6:15. Yesterday I drove 141 kilometers, and that's really great. And a height of 3.4 thousand. Well, for 141 kilometers I generally went down for about 800 meters. So now we can easily start to pack up, produce steam, and pedal ahead. I have only 40 kilometers left for today, and then it will be a big city with a hotel. And at some point I'm starting to think, okay, maybe I should ride more. It's still Friday and I can simply go even further, but I won't. If I wouldn't stop here, there will be no other big cities ahead for the next 2 or 3 days. What could be nicer than putting on yesterday wet clothes? Nothing. That's the prettiest scene. Well, it's time to put up a tent. Even though I was waiting for the sun to come out and dry all my stuff, it looks like it's not going to do so. Maybe it will, but not as soon as I want. So I'd better go to the hotel and dry everything there. A neighbor came up to me, he lives here, and asked when have I arrived. He was then talking about everything and nothing.
Soltero.
Sí.
Mujer no.
No, soltero.
He asks whether I'm single. I said yes.
Esto más mejor.
No.
Done. Packed all my things and a tent, and I'm trying to explain that I want to visit his home and film it. Now I'll try to ask once again.
Todo. ¿Puede filmar tu casa? Vamos. Gatas bonitos. Esto cocina.
Cocina, cocina.
Oh, it's okay, move on. A fire is just burning inside.
Aquí esto.
Sí,
Ah, de la vaca.
de la vaca, de la vaca.
That's manure.
Se llama bosta.
Se llama bosta.
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 They call it bosta.
¿Cuántos años?
15 años.
15.
This stove is 15 years old.
¿Qué es esto?
This is carne.
¿Carne?
This is a lamp which has already have been hanging here for 2 months.
Donación de sangre, por ejemplo, se necesita sangre, se necesita plaquetas, se necesita las condiciones que está. Levantarse de esa
Hey, what's wrong with you? So here they have one rabbit, and there are also some guinea pigs.
ánimo, te da fortaleza y yo sé que te joven con eso, te va realmente levantar.
Gracias, yo voy.
Ya, qué gusto.
Muchas gracias.
Well, that's how it looks. No, stop, don't go out with me. He's quite shy, also said that they live a poor life. And from the other side, I don't know, they have some kind of... I was in poor countries, where people still invited, showed and shared with me. Here they are strongly shy. Well, at least this one. Still, we filmed a little. He came to see my casa, my house, and I did the same with his. This is my second day of the rest in a beautiful valley on an asphalt road. Literally, I have 40 more kilometers left to the hotel, and here I'm passing by the people who just have water flowing. So I asked whether I can wash my bike, and the answer was yes. So now I'll take care of my friend, because it's improperly to be so dirty.
Грязный. Muchas gracias.
That's the start of a beautiful green valley. Even though the altitude is now 3.3 thousand, here there are many channels with water and people grow something. I don't know what it is. Well, there's also a lot of corn and potatoes. I have 26 kilometers left to the hotel. Cool. Of course, here the greens will be more violent, richer and juicier. 11 a.m. here people are working in the fields. I've already seen it many times, so now I decided to stop and finally ask what it is.
Aquí esto es. ¿Para comer?
Alfalfa para cuyes.
Ah, para cuyes. Claro.
That's a food for guinea pigs.
¿Cuánto cuyes tiene?
Tengo 80.
80.
80.
Muchos.
Still for 80, but 80 is a big number.
Muchas gracias.
Well, here they've already started to sell fried guinea pigs for the lunch more and more oftenly. But I don't eat them. Although it would be necessary to try, I showed a photo, I only ate them once. I showed the photo of how they cooked them the other time. I think it was in Colombia. Yeah, pass by. Wow, how fast they fly. And it turned out that they cook it differently. I almost drove into the city. There are 7 or even 6.5 kilometers left to the hotel.
Ceviche de pescado, leche de tigre. Buenos días.
And here it's written, a restaurant, cevicheria. That name comes from the ceviche dish name, a meal they make out of a fresh fish. I'll show you. And this is a restaurant. Here they use words bar and cafe for the places where people drink.
Un ceviche, por favor. ¿Cómo se llama?
Lechuga.
Lechuga.
The cabbage lechuga, I remember. This is some kind of sweet potatoes and usual potatoes. Cebolla, that's an onion, we can see it. And here they have some pickled fish pieces. And you can also add a lemon, and it all costs a little bit less than $2, literally 1.9.
Esto es de mar.
Sea kale. I asked whether it's a sea product. It turned out to be a very tasty ceviche, so now I ordered
Esto leche de tigre, ¿sí?
a tiger milk. That's how it actually translates. I tried it before, but in other form. All the same for now. I've already eaten tiger milk many times and it tasted better. But here, usually they add some kind of shrimps, squids, octopus, and here it's totally the same as ceviche but with less fish and more liquid marinade. So for 2 dishes I would pay, let's count, well, it's $3.5. Oh my.
Muchas gracias. Chao.
Oh, you better watch out. No, the Peruvians really fly here. I mean this. Now the day is gaining new colors. Yes. But even before a stop it was quite a good day. Generally I drove 42, almost 43 kilometers. Good weather, an asphalt road, what else do you need? A little bit boring, yes. There were almost nothing to film during that span.
Ajá. Corazón, sí, y todo más.
Sí. ¿También esto está hecho?
No, no.
Gracias. They give me more for a taste than I will actually buy right now. I love those days. When I can give myself a rest. Hotel and food.
Canchita, papi.
Sí,
¿Sí?
sí. Maíz.
Cancha.
Ah, esto otro típico maíz.
Atichita.
I drove literally more than 10 minutes after I ate ceviche and the tiger milk. And this time it will be a pig.
Muchas gracias. Hasta mañana.
We agreed that I'll come tomorrow morning and we'll shoot how they will cook a new pig. Cool. I will buy some fruits as I pass by, so let me remind you the prices. 3 soles is $1, 3.3. 8 pieces per 1 sole of that, little oranges. There are different kinds of bananas, usual small ones, and there are even such a triangular, by the way they are very tasty. Here they are, so weird. Here are some reds, and the completely black. You can take that for $1. Mango also costs $1, here's even less. So what I bought for $2, a little less than $2. $2 would equal 6.5 sols, and I spent exactly 6. I bought a kilogram of mandarins, like that, and a kilogram of such a mango. Each type was around $1 in price. By the way, I want to show you that my today's maximum speed was almost 72.64 kilometers per hour. There was such descent. I say it for those who asked me about high quality brakes, in my case hydraulic. Why do I need them? Because can you imagine it? A bike weighs 50 or 60 kilograms itself, plus my 95 or 100 kilograms. For now I haven't had time to lose a weight yet. So you have 150 kilograms rushing at a speed of 72 kilometers per hour from a hill, and you need to stop it somehow, which I actually do. That's why here I have a 4-piston hydraulic brakes. Yeah, you listened it well, 4-piston brakes, that's right. And this is Casablanca, which literally means a White House. This is where I was aiming to, and I successfully reached it. Hey dog, get out of my way. By the way, I have just chatted Pedro. Remember that Englishman with whom I had breakfast with an oatmeal? So he suddenly ended up in Lima. I asked what happened, and during his trip he was beat by a dog, so he quickly boarded on a bus and arrived in Lima in order to take in injections. Such a things. Therefore, dogs, of course I love you most of the times, but sometimes you chase. Let's enter the White House.
Ruslan. Booking.
I ask whether it's possible to see a room. Hey dogs, you guard. Oh great, it's on the first floor.
Esta one? Ого, grande. Sí. Ajá. ¿Y agua caliente?
Look for that, shower, a toilet, once again without a seat. How do they live like that? Never mind. And all these cost $6. $6, such a beautiful room. And a final note before I'll take care of my own business. I need to dry the tent, sleeping bag, it's a little bit wet. Here it lays, the yard is big and the sun is burning. And my sandals, they were just lying in the same bag with all those wet stuff, so I also put them here to dry. That's it. Now, for sure, I'm going to mind my own business.